Ready to shift from crib to big kid bed? In this two-part Pure Bliss series, I guide you through the emotional, practical, and soulful steps of creating a safe and empowering toddler room. From timing and readiness to sibling dynamics and design tips. This is your all-in-one guide to a smooth, confident transition. Let's turn bedtime changes into beautiful milestones together. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and reflects personal insight and experiences. I'm not a licensed medical, psychological, or sleep professional, and nothing shared in this episode is intended to be a substitute for professional advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified expert for any concerns regarding your child's health, safety, or development. This content is meant to support, not replace, your own judgment as a parent or caregiver. Welcome back to Pure Bliss Living, my beautiful friends. I'm your host Arianna, and today we're beginning a heartfelt and transformational journey, one that many of us face with both excitement and a touch of uncertainty. We're talking about the tender transition from crib to toddler bed, and all the emotional, developmental, and practical shifts that come along with it. This isn't just about swapping out furniture. This is about navigating one of the first major milestones of independence your child will experience. It's about honoring their growth while holding space for the emotions that rise in both you and them. Whether your little one is ready to climb out of the crib or you're gently preparing for this transition over the next few months, you deserve guidance that meets the moment with gentleness, clarity, and care. And that's why I divided this topic into two full episodes. In this first part, we'll cover the foundation, everything from how to know when your toddler is truly ready to make the switch, how to choose the right kind of bed, how to emotionally prepare them, and how to maintain a constant sleep routine without unraveling during this big change. We'll even go deep into safety, making sure their new room is not just cute and functional, but truly toddler-proof and soothing. This episode will guide you through timing and readiness, big kid bed transition, emotional and behavioral preparation, routine and sleep support, and room setup and safety. Every step of this journey matters. Whether you're here to plan ahead, gain some confidence, or work through a transition that already feels bumpy, you're not alone. Grab your tea, take a breath, and let's walk through this next season of parenthood with presence, compassion, and joy. This episode is your permission slip to trust your rhythm, listen to your child, and create a room and an experience that nurtures everyone's growth. Determining whether your child is ready to move from a crib to a toddler bed is about far more than checking off an age milestone. It's a multi-layered decision that involves observing your child's development, understanding your current family dynamics, and tuning into emotional readiness, both theirs and yours. While most toddlers make their shift between 18 months to 3 years old, this age range is flexible, and many children fall outside of it. What's more important than the number on the calendar are the signals your toddler is giving. Is your little one attempting to climb out of the crib, indicating physical agility and potential safety concerns? That alone may fast-track your decision, as cribscapes can pose serious risks. But physical milestones aren't the only sign. You might notice your child is becoming more independent in other areas, communicating clearly, showing interest in potty training, wanting to do more things by myself, or even mimicking older siblings or friends. These emotional and behavioral indicators suggest your child is evolving in how they see themselves, no longer as a baby, but as someone growing into their own identity. Timing also needs to take into account for your family's life circumstances. If a new baby is arriving, a big move is on the horizon, or your child is adjusting to daycare or preschool. It might be better to wait until they're feeling secure again. Piling on multiple transitions at once, even positive ones, can feel overwhelming and destabilizing to a toddler who thrives on routine and familiarity. Trust your gut. Some children are eager and excited for the big kid bed. Others need a slower, more cautious path. There is no rush. The goal isn't early independence. It's secure, emotionally grounded independence when the time feels right. Choosing the right bed for your toddler is both a practical and emotional decision, and what works best will depend on your child's temperament, sleeping habits, and the physical space available in your home. Toddler beds, often designed to fit a crib mattress and equipped with side rails, are a gentle step forward for children who find comfort in familiarity. They are low to the ground and usually designed with kid-friendly features and fun themes, making them an inviting choice for first-time sleepers. Floor beds, popular in Montessori-inspired homes, are another wonderful option. These low-profile setups offer freedom of movement and a sense of autonomy, making them ideal for children who resist feeling confident. For families wanting to avoid multiple bed transitions, a twin or full mattress on the floor or a very low frame is an excellent investment that your child can grow into over time. Whichever option you choose, ensure safety first. Soft landings, stable placement, and no entrapment hazards. But beyond the bed itself, it's the first night that sets the tone emotionally. The goal is to create excitement, not anxiety. You might unveil the bed in a fun room reveal where your child walks into balloons, streamers, or a special sign that says, "Welcome to your big kid bed." Let them bring their favorite blanket or stuffed animal and have a short, cozy bedtime story already picked out. Give them a role in the ritual, whether it's choosing which plush toy gets to sleep in the bed with them or turning on their nightlight for the first time. That sense of ownership turns nervousness into pride. Expect a little extra clinginess or bedtime resistance at first, especially if your child is used to the secure, enclosed space of a crib. You might need to stay nearby for longer or gently walk them back to the bed few times. That's okay. What matters is that your child feels safe, seen, and supported as they navigate this very big step. The emotional side of transitioning to a toddler bed can be overstated. This shift, while seemingly simple, symbolizes move away from babyhood, and your child may feel that deeply even if they can't express it in words. Some children approach the change with excitement, curiosity, and confidence. Others may feel uncertain, clingy, or even regress in other areas like potty use or separation tolerance. Preparing emotionally starts with communication. Talk about the transition into joyful, empowering language. You're growing so big and brave, and now you get your very own bed just like mama and dada. Framing the change as a celebration of growth, not as a loss, can help rewire any anxiety into anticipation. Storytelling and pretend play are powerful tools. Read books about characters moving into a big kid bed. Create imaginative bedtime scenes with dolls or animals. Role-playing allows children to process the shift in a low-pressure, symbolic way. It's also crucial to involve your child in the design or decision-making process, whether it's choosing their sheets, a new pillow, or a small decor item. This builds excitement and gives them a sense of control, which toddlers crave when faced with change. For children who seem emotionally attached to their crib or express sadness, validate their feelings. It's okay to miss your crib. It kept you safe and cozy. Now your new bed will do the same, and I'll always be close by. Transitional objects like a lovey, a nightlight, or even a favorite photo on the wall can offer comfort. And most importantly, go at their pace, or sleeping near the new bed before they fully transition. There is no timeline for readiness, only the rhythm that works best for your child's heart. Bedtime routines act as anchors during period of transition. They offer predictability, security, and signals to the brain that it's time to wind down. During the move from crib to bed, routines become even more essential, not only for your toddler, but for your peace of mind as well. Start by keeping the bones of your routine intact. A calming bath, pajamas, brushing teeth, A short book, maybe a song or prayer. These familiar steps reinforce safety. The only difference now is the environment, and by holding everything else steady, your child begins to feel like not everything is changing. You may want to add a visual bedtime chart with pictures to help your toddler follow the steps. Toddlers love to read along and feel a sense of achievement when they know what comes next. You can also use timers or verbal countdowns to help with transitions. 5 more minutes of books, then lights out. If your child starts popping out of bed, which is incredibly common, remain calm and consistent. Walk them back silently or with a brief reminder, it's bedtime now. I'll see you in the morning. If the pattern continues, consider gently adjusting their bedtime if they are undertired or building in more wind down time. Expect some regression or resistance during the first few weeks. Toddlers may wake more frequently, delay bedtime with stall tactics, or seek extra comfort. Stay grounded. Keep your responses loving but firm. Most children adjust fully within 1 to 3 weeks, especially if they're getting daytime emotional connection, enough physical activity, and clear boundaries at night. And yes, make the transition for both naps and nighttime if possible. It avoids confusion and helps build consistency. Sleep is a deeply emotional experience for children, and when the rhythm stays the same, they begin to internalize that they're safe in this new space. Once your child moves out of the crib, their room shifts from a contained space to a more open, independent environment, and that means it's time to view it through a whole new lens. A toddler in a big kid bed has full mobility, which means they can roam, explore, climb, open, unplug, and reach things you might not have expected. The first step in setting up a toddler-friendly room is to toddler-proof everything, even more thoroughly than you did in babyhood. This means anchoring every piece of furniture to the wall. Dressers, shelves, mirrors, and even lightweight nightstands. Toddlers love to climb, and unsecured furniture poses a serious tipping risk. You'll also want to cover all outlets, hide or cord manage any wires or blind pulls, and move everything breakable or heavy up high or out of the room altogether. Beyond safety, the room should feel emotionally safe and calming. That doesn't mean sterile, it means warm, welcoming, and not overstimulating. A soft rug, blackout curtains, and a cozy reading nook can create peaceful zones within the room. Keep the color palette soothing with muted tones or pastels, especially near the bed to promote relaxation. Nightstands can be a great comfort. Look for amber or red toned lights, which don't disturb melatonin like bright white or blue lights do. As for the bed itself, a toddler-sized bed with rails works wonderfully with a gradual transition. But if you're using a twin or full mattress, you'll likely want a removable guardrail or foam bumpers to prevent tumbles in the first few months. Most families use them until their child is consistently staying centered and confident in their sleep. And don't forget the importance of soft surroundings. A plush friend or a favorite sleep sack, a breathable, low-profile pillow if age-appropriate, and a few familiar items from the crib days can go a long way. The room should say, "This is your space," while also whispering, "And you're safe here." Create calm, clear, and securely arranged room helps your toddler explore their growing independence within a protected emotional and physical environment. And that brings us to the end of part 1 in our toddler bed transition journey. Wow, take a moment to acknowledge all that you're doing. You're not just rearranging furniture, you're gently guiding your child through one of their first real steps into independence, and you're doing it with so much thoughtfulness and care. We've explored how to tune into your child's readiness cues, how to make that first night feel special, how to support their emotions, and how to build a steady rhythm they can rely on, even in moments of change. You have also created a safer space, one that allows them to explore, sleep, and grow with confidence. If you're still wondering whether you're doing it right, let me remind you, there is no perfect transition, only your transition. And if your child feels supported, seen, and safe, then you're doing beautifully. Remember, toddlers don't need perfection. They need constancy, love, and calm presence they can trust, and that's exactly what you're offering. In the next episode, part 2, we'll go even deeper, exploring how to create a toddler room that grows with your child, how to navigate sibling and co-parenting dynamics, how to empower your child with celebration and language, and what to do if the transition doesn't go as planned. Plus, I've included 3 powerful bonus segments that I know will support you in those quiet late night moments when doubt creeps in. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, share this episode with another parent walking a similar path, and join me in part 2 for even more soulful support. Until then, be gentle with your heart, trust your pace, and know this transition is as much about your growth as it is theirs. You've got this, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Bye for now.